Good morning, everybody. It's kind of early, but we're getting started out here. Before it gets too hot, we're going to put all the heater box back in. Obviously got our heater core rebuilt. You guys can refer back on my older videos to see that. And you can also refer back on the video of us taking this out if you don't know how to do it. So also that one day when we took this out, I found that really cool funeral sticker that was for the procession. You guys, like I said, you guys can go back and see that video. But anyway, let's get started putting this back in. Tell us what you're doing for our viewers.
Trying to get the defrost cable through the box so I can hook up to the control valve, but it's gotta go two different directions. It's the heater slider control valve that controls the little heater control valve inside, so you slide that dash.
I'm trying to do it without tipping over.
Watch it operate.
That's on, off. And we're obviously moving it up here on the dash from your control.
And yeah, you want your defrost cable. Should be somewhere up here.
We're laughing at ourselves because we're going through our bolt bag of everything then when we took this apart, trying to figure out which ones go where. I may have to refer back to my own video. Did you get that one?
Nope.
I'll do it. You just tighten this one down, I'll be right over there. You cheated. You used the nut driver. I had to use the socket. That's not nice.
I don't know if it's even in yet.
What are you, just shooting in the dark?
It feels like it's threading, but I can't.
What, do you want me to look? Because I can get my hands in there. You can't.
Because de-ice, it goes all the way over.
Okay, so we're going to do that.
See, the de-ice is all this mechanism up here.
Yep, got it.
And
Okay.
see, it automatically turns the heater on if you
Okay.
look inside. That little short cable.
Oh, yeah.
See, it turns the heater on when you go all the way to defrost.
Okay.
And all this mechanism flops the valve from down here up to your dash.
Okay. Cool.
So it's all adjusted, and
Got
this is
that
your
all-
heater, hot to cold.
Okay. All right, neato. And then to cover that little hole, we have our original little cover right here that I'm going to put back on. And I should say. So this has little notches that you fit up into here, and it holds it while you tighten it. Only one way that can go. You can't really mess it up. Get our little nut driver and our screw right here. Final step of our heater box.
Only on the three-way is your foot control that's underneath. We haven't installed that back. That'll be at a lot later date. But you have a foot control pedal that goes from side to side. And this is just a little keeper that the notch stays in neutral. And then you go left or right. So that's
All right.
only for the three-way.
So we're putting that on now. All right, guys, so that is it for our heater box installation. You saw the inside part. This is obviously the outside part. We're going to still be testing our blower motor that goes there, make sure that works, and also sandblasting the quote-unquote squirrel cage. So we still have a little bit of cleaning to do on that, but that's super simple. It only has those 5 little screws right there to hold it back on. I did not paint all of these parts like I originally thought that I was going to, because again, I want to have this car be like kind of a survivor look, like it's surviving from 1960 after we paint it black. So I don't want it perfect. I kind of like the original patina on these pieces right here. So some people may think that I'm crazy, but again, it's kind of to each their own with their own car. So we also have to make a new, I don't know if I can find one to buy. I kind of doubt it. The rubber boot that goes between this and this to seal that. So we're either gonna find one, which I doubt, or we're gonna make one. But anyway, that was the process for today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day.